All right, let's kick off things with a classic, the flat Earth theory. Now, I know what you're thinking. Didn't we solve this like in the third grade? Apparently, not for everyone. But what do you know about the flat Earth theory?
Pretty much what I've heard from the conspiracy theory websites is that there's a huge movement going on in the United States, even across the globe. A lot of individuals are bringing back the theory of the Earth isn't actually round, that it's a government conspiracy, that the Earth is actually flat, and that um, it's a way for the government to control the masses, saying that the Earth is round, which I don't understand. How would you control the masses by saying the Earth is round and not actually flat? I have no idea. What do you think? How would you be able to control the masses by saying that? By the government, spilling that narrative?
While researching this, I guess the best way I could think of it is a quote by Joel McHale.
A person of one keeping a secret is perfect, right?
Nobody
Anybody can.
knows.
No one knows except for the person who knows.
Uh-huh.
When you get to two, you're still pretty good. That's not. Then when you get to three,
It's over.
It's going to get out.
Yeah, 3 is over.
And that's why when people are like, well, the Earth is flat, I'm like, who's keeping the secret? Because
Yeah.
everybody finds
And the
out.
Earth is flat. We do know that for a fact.
Okay.
So that's why I find it impossible that the secret's been kept for ages. Because the idea of that Earth is flat has been around for ages. But the crazy thing is that even ancient civilizations proved it. Like you're talking about,
Wait, they proved that the Earth was flat or round?
it was round. Like
Okay.
they believed it and they were proving it based on mathematical evidence.
Yes.
What's that thing called? A plus B equals C. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Or maybe I'm wrong.
The theory of relativity?
No, the
The
Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theory. Yes.
Yeah, that one. Like that
I mispronounced
Pythagoras.
it, but yeah, we chopped it out. Yeah.
That dude, that homeboy knew that it had proof. Galileo proved that the sun, at least he believed that the Earth rotates around the sun.
Mhm.
While
Well, you know what? It's funny you say that because he wasn't the only one. Like the Aztecs, the Sumerians, the Babylonians. These are civilizations that existed way before the Romans, the English Empire was even created, and they knew that the Earth was rotating around the sun and that the
Mhm.
globe was round and the
Hell,
planets were round.
the sundials.
Yes. So one thing I don't understand. So if you think that the Earth is flat, how do
Mhm.
you would you think all the other planets are flat, or it's just the Earth that's flat?
Oh,
Why is the sun?
yeah,
Why is the sun round? If the Earth is flat, then that means the sun's got to be round. Why do we see the sun as a round globe?
yeah. And the way we say things, like globally, the words we use, or the words they use, and
The
they themselves,
globalist. They always use that term, the globalist.
yeah, because it's flat Earth is a globalist conspiracy. Hmm.
It's a
And then
globalist
And then if you
conspiracy.
ask them, like, what are these flat earthers hanging their hats on? What are they? What's the evidence? They have like that there's no curve at the horizon.
I
Um,
saw that.
yeah, because apparently they say they can stand and they can see far away. They don't see the Earth curve, but it just depends where you stand. It depends on your height. The Earth is so big that for you to catch a curve, it's nearly impossible. Like you would have to stand at a higher point of view to see it. I've hiked myself. We've been in high, aircraft carriers. You look at
Hmm.
the horizon, you see it curve.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I was at Mount Gray a couple of years ago during the
Hmm.
summer. I did a road trip with my oldest daughter, and being up there, you can see the curvature of the fucking Earth. You can see it, and
Hmm.
it's one of the highest points in North America when it comes to elevation, and you can see the fucking Earth the way it's round. Another explanation: rainbows. If you actually look at a rainbow, rainbows aren't just the arch. Rainbows, if you look at it from further away, it's an actual curvature. It's the shape of the Earth. That's what it is. Its rainbows are actually the crystalline or rain droplets in the air getting caught by the sun. And
Hmm.
that's why they form the rainbows. That's what it actually is. It's all the dust particles and all the particulates of the rainwater that's still in the air. They're catching the image of the sun or the earth, the curvature of the earth, sorry.
What throws me off also is most of their proof that they claim to have can be disproven with simple science projects.
What's one of the science projects that you've seen?
A while back, I saw that, and I can't believe that they uploaded it on fucking YouTube.
If you're seeing through this hole, through the next hole, and seeing the light at the backboard or at 17 feet off the water, the Earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the Earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're going to hold the light there. Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
I mean, it's as, we don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
Yeah, I've seen that. He's a famous flat Earth conspiracy theorist.
Mhm.
Yeah, he disproved himself.
And then when you bring up the
Yeah,
oh,
they
what
say
about
it's,
NASA's
the
pictures? They're like, nah, those are fake. So
fisheye effect of the lens. I was like,
Mhm.
what? Okay, I understand the fisheye effect of the lens, but that's when you're taking pictures or you're using the camcorder. But when you're looking out, from the International Space Station window port that they have, they're not using the actual fisheye lens. They're filming whatever's they see from the window. That's
Wait.
different.
Mhm. And let's stick with science. Gravity. For gravity to exist, the mass has to be in the center of the Earth. It can't be a flat space. If not, we would be like tipping side to side.
Yep,
I
what we
mean,
do in this motion.
look, I'm a strong believer that yes, I don't believe in the flat Earth. I do believe that the turtle sometimes does rock around.
The Earth carrying the planet, the turtle carrying the Earth,
Like when we have earthquakes, maybe the turtle fell on his back and is trying to get back up.
the space turtle,
Yeah. Like,
the cosmic space turtle is turning on his back.
I really believe like it's like that Neo scene where like, whoa, like they're all like, "Groove, bro. All right, folks, you gotta get with me. Look at me."
That's something that I don't understand. Some of the most intelligent people actually believe this theory. They believe that the Earth is flat. I don't get it.
But this all came back. It stopped, and then it came back with social media. A couple of assholes got on there and were like, "Wait," and yes, and which leads me to a different discussion
Mhm.
that you can make anyone believe anything.
That's
Hell, at war we make people believe that AC/DC is torturous music when it's one of the greatest fucking bands. Come on, really? You know, I don't know how true that was, but you remember Full Metal Jacket? Them singing like the Mickey Mouse Musketeer song,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
But it's like they say, if you tell a lie long enough, it becomes truth.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. You keep producing that narrative over and over and over again, and people are gonna believe it. But even the smartest people, I don't understand it. It drives me crazy. It's, dude, you're college educated. I know a few people that are college educated that believe that the Earth is flat. Oh, they've even told me that the dinosaurs never existed. That's something the government created. I was like, what? So you're telling me that the Earth is not only flat, that dinosaurs don't exist?
But,
Oh my God, what the?
but it wasn't the government that created them. It was this old man. Like he was, bro, from Jurassic Park. He had a beard, looked like Santa Claus, John Hammond or some shit like that. And then you had that dude that speaks like really weird. Like he
Yeah,
saved us from Independence Day.
What did he
Thing.
say? Life always finds a way.
Yeah.
Life always find a way.
Yeah. And then he has his two hoes or two lady friends always with him. Well, he's like, there's that picture of him choking one of them.
Wait, what episode was that, or what movie was that?
No, this is real life. He like there's a picture of him with two young women. That's his
Really?
girlfriends. Yeah. That dude is
What a
really
pimp. What a pimp. I didn't know that.
yeah, they look it up. Yeah. Anyways, we digress. But yeah, another thing is, you know how hard it would be to get all these astronauts that have gone up to lie about, oh yeah, the Earth is flat, the Earth is flat, the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
Think like you would, especially this. Look, and we're diving into politics. Do you think Donald Trump would have fucking not ratted us out? Oh yeah, that shit's fake. That the Earth is fucking flat.
Yeah, even Donald Trump would have said it.
Nah.
If that was true that the Earth was flat, he would have even said it. Even though he tells a lot of lies, but still, he would have said it. He would have said it.
Yeah. No, he always says the truth. Come on, man. Uncle Donnie's the most truthful person in the world.
Uncle Donnie.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Uncle Donnie, we would have that pervert Billy Bush still reporting us the news.
So if Uncle Donnie had to tell us that the Earth was flat, how would he say it?
Mm. I don't do a good impression of him though.
No, you do a great impression.
The Earth flat. You don't have to believe me. Like I don't know. I would have to try it out, test
You
it
got to
out.
get in their mindset.
Yeah, I have to look at Trump again. I haven't seen Trump in a while. He's Oh, I went to a baseball game. Speaking of Trump, I went to a baseball game and someone was wearing the wanted shirt and Trump.
With the
Yeah.
mugshot.
Oh, I wanted one. I want one. I have the I had the hat. I had the hat cover. Oh my God, we're stuck in Navy terms. I had the hat, and I was like, "Yeah, totally." And my mom took it from me. I want the shirt. I don't care a shit. Like I'll rock shit out. Like I don't. While you support them or not, I don't care. All these things have gotten really weird. But anyways, so now the government is supposed to hide that the Earth is flat. But why? What is the benefit of hiding that the Earth is flat?
There's no benefit to it. There is no benefit to it.
What, to sell globes? Is that the big deal? Oh my God, we're fucking selling globes now?
Yeah, but even the government, even if the government would, if that was even true, the government doesn't see any profit from that. This is stupid. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
We were really talking about a couple of people that have made the most ridiculous claims and proponents related to flat Earth. There's that guy, Mark Sargent. I think he was the one we were talking about earlier. He claims that he's received like death threats from NASA agents for exposing their lies. Bro, no one gives a fuck about your flat Earth theory.
He's a NASA agent. Like NASA doesn't have agents.
What, you have like fucking Bill Nye the Science Guy after you?
Bro, it's NASA. This is another thing I don't understand what a lot of people talk about when they say, "Oh, NASA's gonna come after you." Bro, NASA doesn't even have the funding to fund a lot of their own projects. You think they're gonna want to waste their money, their hard-earned money, to create a police force to come after you? That's so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. NASA's so oh my God, it's so underratedly funded. Like NASA does. If you look at the percentage of the way money, at the percentage that NASA gets annually compared to the military, man, is like centuries, generational wealth away from what they're supposed to be getting. When it comes to the sciences, man, they only get. I need to pull up the number. I should have brought it with me, but I know they only get it's like a crazy zero. It was like a 0.02% of the annual budget. It's a crazy minimum amount of number. It's crazy.
Even with Space Force?
No. And that's another thing. That's one thing I can give credit to Trump. With the Space Force, they actually were able to get into the Department of Defense money now. They're able to get some of that money from the Department of Defense. But before that, they're so underfunded. My God.
Little thing I read. So you remember Netflix had that Space Force show with what's his name for the Office guy? I forget his name.
Yeah, Steve Carell.
So apparently the Space Force tried to sue them and lost.
Really?
Space Force, the actual Space Force tried to sue the network or Netflix or the show, and no judge they took it serious. They dismissed the case. They were like, what?
But why would the Space Force do that?
Because it was making them look bad, because it was making fun of them.
I actually thought I love that show. I really love that show. I was sad that they canceled it, but I really love that show.
But Netflix cancels everything. They would cancel their own mothers if they could. So one of the tragic ones is Mike Hughes. You heard of him, like Mad Mike. He was that guy that wanted to prove that the Earth was flat. So he was a daredevil himself, and he was an amateur rocket builder. He tried to launch himself into space using his own homemade steam-powered rocket. His goal was to prove, like I said, prove that the Earth was flat by taking his own photos from above. Unfortunately, Mr. Hughes died in 2020. 2020, yes, when his rocket crashed shortly after takeoff. Yeah, man.
We shouldn't laugh because it's not good when people die. But those one of the times like you died out of your own stupidity.
Hmm.
Out of your own stupidity. There's so much information that's out there that can prove that the Earth is round.
And what's sad is this: because of people like this, it fucking makes it harder. You have I mean, I haven't heard of this rapper in a while. He was a flat earther, and he started doing, being vocal on his views on social media and his songs. He even started a crowdfunding campaign to launch satellites into space to find out about the truth about the shape of the Earth. He got in a feud with Neil deGrasse, I believe. If I remember correctly, yeah, he got in a feud, and it was like when now Neil deGrasse Tyson, that's his name, right?
Yeah,
Neil,
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yep.
yeah, Mike Tyson beat him up. Yeah, like,
He punches back with his facts and the science knowledge. Yeah, he does punch
mhm,
hard.
yeah. So I mean, like, it's crazy. Like it's because people see a celebrity and they're like, "Oh my god, yeah, let's follow him." It's like,
Kyrie Irving. He's another big one.
mhm,
He's another
yeah,
flat earth conspiracy theorist.
man.
And it's true what you say. Just because it's, I guess, because it's the fad or the movement at the time, people tend to follow it. But that's one of those movements that, dude, that's fucking a dangerous movement because you know how many people you're turning away from. Because we need people to get into the maths and the sciences. And when you put out stupid garbage like that, it's going to turn them away from that. And those could have been people that had the education, the intelligence to be in those fields, to be in those areas. How many people you turn away from joining those sciences and those fields to help out our country, to help our quality of life? You're doing a disservice to the community. You're doing a disservice to the people, to this nation, when you peddle those fucking conspiracy theories that make no fucking sense whatsoever.
Absolutely.
I'm I'm getting on my pulpit here.
No, but don't get too high. You might fall off the earth.
The
Maybe that's
turtle
yeah,
might want to flip over and I'll just fall off.
yeah. Is it a turtle or a tortoise? I never understood that one because
So what's the difference between the turtle and the tortoise?
I think a turtle has legs and a
And the
tortoise
tortoise does it?
it's called the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Maybe the turtles could fight and a tortoise can not fight.
Okay. So I'm going to get off topic really quick on this, but I saw a video of this young girl. She picked up a tortoise. She picked
Mm-hmm.
up the tortoise and threw it in the water. She goes, "Oh, you're free. I'm gonna leave you. He's gonna be living a happy life." No, he's not. A lot of people don't know what tortoises actually don't go in the water. They don't live in the water. They can't swim. So when you throw a tortoise in the water, they're gonna fucking drown.
That girl had a bizarro moment. Bizarro moment. Little monkey, look at you.
So please, children, find out if you find a turtle or a tortoise on the road. Find out what type it is, because not tortoises can't swim. They don't get on the water. They don't.
No, I bet you that little girl learned soon enough.
She probably, she probably didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But that clip went viral. It was, when did I see it? It was about a year back that I saw it. Yeah, but I was like, oh, I knew immediately when she picked the tortoise. She called it a turtle. Oh, look at this beautiful little turtle. I was like, that's not a turtle. That's a tortoise.
Hmm.
Yeah, so turtles have flatter shells. Tortoises have that huge shell.
Yeah. I still don't know the difference. To me, they're all turtles. I don't know, man. I'm not a scientist, Mr. Scientist.
The only reason I know is because I'm a big National Geographic geek and I like watching all those shows with the animals, and I'm a little tree hugger, so that's the only reason I know.
I only watch National Geographics for the boobs.
You said
Like,
for the boobs.
how many of you have beat your meat to National Geographic boobs, bro? Come on, come on.
Me too.
The
I do not condone this action. He said you cheer me too.
it comes on and I get excited. Yes, let's do this. What type of women am I
You
meeting
start
today?
throwing dollars at your screen.
Woo! Take it off.
Oh my god! Yeah, I don't think they show those clips anymore. I think they banned them. They're not allowed to do it anymore.
Well, doesn't Disney own National Geographics?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they fire the staff, the writing staff. There's no staff. Like that's it. Like yeah, look it up.
Really?
Yeah, like Disney got rid of the digital writers or whatever the digital copies. Like it's not profitable. That's it. So actually, I guess writers, the digital still exists. The writers, so all those National Geographic magazines that you used to find at your dentist or whatever, like around or you used to collect, they're collector's items. True enough.
Yeah, the National Graphic magazines. Yeah.
I still have. Well, I remember the famous one for me is that girl, that Arab girl with light eyes.
Hmm.
They did a
Yeah, the
follow
one
up.
from Afghanistan.
They did a follow up later, and she didn't turn out to hard life. She had a hard life. Let's just say she had a
Yeah,
hard.
you live in a war torn country all your life. Yeah,
Oh.
she looks rough. I feel
Mhm.
bad for her.
And speaking of people living a hard life, let's move on to the next conspiracy. So, have you heard of these tinfoil nut jobs that think that the world is run by lizard people?
No, you don't. We don't want to talk about this. We need to move on. You don't want the FBI coming after you.
Lizard
Okay.
people are pulling the strings for the world government. So it's like the
Well,
Illuminati with scales.
Doug, listen. Let me say something real quick to my lizard overlords. I do not condone this message. I am not a part of this.
They're the
I
best. Okay, now whether this
lizard overlords, Bill Gates, Elon Musk.
Hmm.
I am not part of this message. I don't want y'all coming after me.
Bro, like this is crazy. Because I thought about it, I read about it and all that. But here's my thing: in Florida, we have a lot of iguanas. Those are reptiles. Those are lizards. Whatever. When
An
it gets
invasive
cold,
species.
they fall off the trees. So how are these people surviving? How are these lizard people surviving?
Yeah, because if you actually okay, let's go ahead and paddle in this conspiracy theory for a little bit. Let's say if we were being run by lizard people, you're right. How would they be able to survive in the cold weather? Do we actually see any of these powerful people in cold weather? Have we ever gotten footage or video of them being in cold weather?
I'm glad you say that. There's this dude, conspiracy theorist. I believe his name. Let's see. Let me look. David Icke. He
I
claims
heard him.
that there's shape shifting reptilian aliens controlling Earth by taking on human forms and gaining political power. He claims that the Queen is one of them.
He claims Hillary Clinton's one. He's
Bill
claimed
Gates.
Obama was Michelle Obama. He's
That's
also claimed,
a strong lizard.
yeah. I think he's also claimed Bill Gates is one too, right?
Like I don't want to mix conspiracy theories here, but they also think that Michelle Obama's a dude. So that's
Yeah.
a lizard with a big penis. Damn.
No, they call her. They say it's Michael Obama. They call her Michael Obama. Yeah, that's one of the craziest ones I've heard, that she's got a, because supposedly in some pictures that they've taken or videos of her that she's got a bulge. I'm like, what the fuck is this
That's
shit?
just her lizard tail, man. Lizard tail.
It's just a lizard
Oh,
tail being tucked under there.
yeah.
She's doing the Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah. Well, and then it's so many like crazy things. Like some folks say that in videos you can see sudden eye changes. Others mention like secret handshakes or symbols. But here's the thing: if you're a shape shifting lizard, why would you even need a secret handshake? Why would you need to hide anything? To hide it, you just don't act up on it. I know people make
Yeah,
it.
I mean, if you think about it, let's say you were a lizard person. What would be your reason for hiding your identity? Is it because you fear that humans are going to do something to you? But you're in power, right? But
Yeah,
your fear would be humans would do something to you. Think like a lizard man, if we can. What would be the rationale for you to hide?
I think it's because it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. I don't know. Given human tendencies, we tend to kill everything.
Yeah, kill the unknown.
Yeah.
We fear the unknown, so we try to get rid of it.
Think about it. Not us. Ancestors landed on places and they were like, Who are these people? Let's kill them off for our land.
Let's kill them off and take their land. Here's some blankets with smallpox on it.
Yeah. Like, how disrespectful is that? These people now come and their people are coming and stealing our land, and then
Stealing our bodies, shape shifting like normal people.
If a shape-shifting lizard wants to take my job and I can stay home and I still get paid, you got it, buddy. I could run this podcast 24/7. It would be live all the time. If I was a lizard person, I would be like, live from the Bohemian. What's it called? The Bohemian.
The Bohemian Grove, live from
Live
Bohemian
from the
Grove,
Bohemian
California.
Grove. And I wonder, do they like drink baby lizards' blood to keep young too? Is that how it goes too?
Yes, the
If you cut,
adrenochrome.
if their tail falls, do they grow a new one?
Oh, okay. So going to that.
Mhm.
So I heard this joke. It's if the rich and powerful drink blood because it gives them life, there's more life in a drop of semen than there is in a drop of blood. 10 times more life. So why don't rich and powerful suck cock and drink semen?
I heard the joke like that, but it ended up with why don't vampires suck dick?
Oh,
I heard it. The same thing.
vampires suck. I haven't heard that one.
I saw it today. I think I thought you were saying that one. I was like, oh, I saw that one, and then you said,
No, wait. Okay, tell me the joke. How does it go?
the same way you said it. Like there's a drop of blood in semen. So then the guy, so why don't vampires suck dick?
No, I haven't heard the vampire one, but I heard about the rich and powerful one.
Yeah.
Where did I see it? Oh my god, I was watching this. I think I saw it at another podcast. Somebody was talking about it, but it's a bunch of comedians that were talking about it.
Hmm.
But I think it was Bobby Lee. I think I heard it from him. I was watching that podcast and they were talking about it. They were talking about the conspiracy theories and how people think about these dumbass conspiracies. And I think it was him that said, "Yeah, if the rich and powerful are drinking baby's blood and adrenochrome, and because it brings them life, why don't they drink semen? Why don't they suck dick? That should bring you more life."
Well,
Oh my god.
the seed of life.
The seed of life. There you go. There you
Mhm.
go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's things like that it's funny, but the rationale behind it is, yeah, it's true. Why would you go to adrenochrome or baby blood when you could just
No,
go to
yeah.
the fountain of life?
Yeah, and this thing's gotten crazy. So it started with reptilian aliens have infiltrated human society and are disguised as influential people, such as politicians, celebrities, and royals. Some of these lizard people are Queen Elizabeth, but she's dead now. George W. Bush, the Clintons, Bob Hope. What's crazy is that in the recent years, this theory has even overlapped with QAnon. Yeah, there was a claim that there was a secret cabal of satanic pedophiles and cannibals running the world and plotting against former President Donald Trump. So these followers, the QAnon followers, also believed in serpent DNA, which is reference to the lizard people theory. Some of these QAnons have committed violence or planned based on these beliefs. Now, a lot of people have always said that the whole lizard theory is just a way of hiding anti-Semitism, because a lot of the lizard people accused tend to be of Jewish descent or of Jewish faith. And I totally agree with them. I totally fucking agree with them. Jesus Christ. This podcast
Wait, is it the same cabal that they believe that organizes inside that pizza place in Washington D.C.?
Yeah, you never had the pizza from there? It's eye opening. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Jesus.
It's eye
Christ.
opening to the third eye.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof. It's to die for.
Yeah, because I've even heard them say, keep your third eye open. Make sure you keep your
Yeah.
third eye open. That truth is out there. These lizard people and these flat, they'll try to tell you the earth is not flat. So, oh God, here we go.
I don't want to scare you, but I think you have a lizard person behind you.
Oh, the little one that's right there?
Yeah, right there. Look at him. Look at him. Holy shit, it's alive.
He's using the little force.
Satan, get away from me.
That's my little guy.
Yeah. I didn't know he
Yep.
moved.
Yeah, he moves.
Dude, every time you hit him, it reminds me of they beat the shit out of him. Speed Racers.
Star Troopers. Oh, that would be such a badass. That would be such a badass toy when if you hit it and it makes that noise.
What is he?
Yeah, sometimes it freaks me out because it'll come on in the middle of the night, like randomly. Like randomly, what the fuck is wrong with you? So I have to put him away. I don't want to see.
Feed me,
I
Seymour.
don't want. I don't want you close. Yeah, that's why he's in the corner right now because he turned on last night.
Hey, you remember that Little Shop of Horrors? That
Which
movie,
one?
remember?
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
one,
with the Feed Me Seymour.
yeah, feed me. He was feeding them blood or semen. He was nutting in that fucking plant.
He was not in that play. He was giving it life, the life from humans. But think about it. I had to go back to this whole conspiracy issue. With
Yeah.
this just doesn't make any sense to me.
Mhm.
The lizard conspiracy theory. Do you know where that began? Do you know why it started?
They say it's that guy. That guy.
He's the one that created that theory.
Let's see. Let me. If I get it right, I believe so. Oh, well, the theory gained traction in the 1990s thanks to British conspiracy theorist David Icke. Icke, Icke. He wrote books, and I think he's alive still, and he keeps pushing this that the world is run by reptilians. And I just think it's far easier to say I have not done a good job, I suck at my life because other people are in power. It's easier to blame others than to take responsibility of your choices.
And
I
your own
believe.
failures. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Queen Elizabeth. The same way as saying that, what's it called? At every president, with the exception of Donald Trump, I think, has lineage back to an old king.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Who's
yeah. But that's as bad as saying, "Oh, you have Genghis Khan. Everyone in them has Genghis Khan blood in them." Like, yeah, of course, he conquered the half the world.
yeah.
Or, oh, like it's the same thing with Arabs. There's Arabs everywhere, of course, because like, guess what? They once were a power. They were, it's like it's the same. You find in Mexico a lot of Asians, a lot of Arabs because migration. Just like in Argentina, you find a lot of the greatest scientists of the 1940s. They made
You find a lot
rockets.
of Jewish people in Mexico too. Why?
Yeah.
Because when they were being persecuted during World War II by the Nazis, a lot of them fled to Mexico.
hmm Yeah, like I work with our CFO at where I work. He was telling me his grandfather were in Spain and they migrated from Spain. Oh, they migrated from Spain. No, okay, they were in the Middle East. They were in Bethlehem or Jerusalem, and they migrated to Spain, and then and then to the Americas. Was the brother of his grandfather migrated to Cuba, and then so Jews being persecuted. Yeah, you're right. Like everywhere. So that's why they spread. Like not only the Jews, everyone, the Turks, the Turkish, Arabs.
But
You know,
you had you know now that I'm thinking about it, you're right. Now that you put it in that context, that maybe they're just doing this because they want to speak code and be a racist on the cover and just say lizard people. And I didn't think about it that way, but you're right. A lot of these people that are peddling these conspiracy theories always blame others for their shortcomings or their failures.
and it
You're
goes.
absolutely right.
Yeah. And look, like we all joke around, and when behind closed doors, we all make everyone. You keep hearing off-color jokes on about black people, Jews, Hispanics, white people. It's easier to create an enemy than accept your own flaws. But in the end, it's like me saying, "Oh, look, every Jewish person's bad because they killed Jesus, Harvey Weinstein, Epstein, whatever." But that's just like picking and choosing because we could every generation, every culture has a bad person. Except the Germans. They have a really good people. I don't know. Really good. Good. I don't know.
They've only had one bad person in their history.
Nothing happened.
No, but you're right. And I think this also goes to having what would you call it? Not self responsibility. Be responsible for your own actions. And it goes to a story I've been hearing lately on the internet and social media about Stephen A. Smith is.
Yes.
Okay. So Stephen A. Smith, he's that big pundit, sports pundit for ESPN and First Take. He used to have a co-host, Max Kellerman. Do you
Mm-hmm.
know the situation? What's going on with him?
Oh, no.
Okay, so Max Kellerman got let go by ESPN, and he actually got let go first by First Take. He wasn't the co-host of First Take. He moved on to do his own morning show at ESPN, and then
Mm-hmm.
he got fired. He got fired a few months ago. Stephen A. Smith, he always said that the reason he couldn't work with Max Kellerman because it was the ratings. The ratings were he didn't want the ratings to drop, and that it's just they were miles apart from wherever they wanted to be in a debate show. That's the reason why. He was saying, well, last Sunday, he was on a podcast, and he pretty much said, I didn't like Max Kellerman. I didn't like Max Kellerman, and I couldn't work with him. You know, my cachet is higher than his, and we're miles apart. He wasn't an athlete. He wasn't a journalist. So why are people going to listen to him? But then people were like, why are you saying that? Why are you going after Max Kellerman when you're the one that brought him on board? You're the one that went after him. You went after that talent. And it goes back to people are saying this is just the way he is. He's grimy. And he was just upset. The reason he really didn't want Max Kellerman on ESPN is because a few years back, Terrell Owens was on First Take talking about black issues, talking about Colin Kaepernick and that whole situation that was happening with him at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Max Kellerman, if you look into his history, he's well educated, Kellerman graduate. The man knows he's a historian. He knows he's got a degree in history. This man is highly intelligent, like genius level intelligence. Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman were debating the situation with Colin Kaepernick when T.O. was on. And Max Kellerman was making really good points. And T.O. went after Stephen A. Smith and said, hey, you know what? To me, it just seems like Max Kellerman is blacker than you. And Max Kellerman is a white guy. Is a white
Wow.
Jewish guy. And Stephen A. Smith didn't like that. He did not like that. And ever since T.O. made that comment, the dynamic, the friendship, or the dynamic they had with him and Max Kellerman fell apart. Like they weren't there anymore. And I think it's because Stephen A. Smith really didn't like that. He knew that he couldn't be as black as Max Kellerman when it came to knowing the history, knowing the people, knowing what the civil rights movement. Because Stephen A. Smith, he's even said he's not a smart guy. He's even said that he's had shortcomings when it comes to education when he was growing up. And it goes back to what you were saying. When people can't take responsibility for their own actions, for their own failures, they tend to attack others that are in higher positions when it comes to either intelligence, when it comes to professionally, when it comes to anything in life. And right now, that's what people are saying about Stephen A. Smith. You're attacking this man, even though he hasn't been with you on your show for many years now, or for however many months. But you're only going after him because of that one comment that hurt you so deeply by T.O., by Terrell Owens, knowing that you're not as black as a white man, knowing that you're not as black as, or know about the black issues like this man knows. And a lot of people out there in the world, same thing with them. If they're not up to par with their cultural history or with their
Mm-hmm.
people or their education, they have to find a scapegoat. They have to attack somebody.
What was that?
And I think that's what these whole conspiracy theories really are. They're people that aren't happy in their lives. They're people that are fulfilled with what they're doing. So they have to create these crazy ass conspiracy theories and find a scapegoat, attack someone else so they can put the tension off of them. But I'm going on my soapbox.
No, remember, don't fall off the planet. The lizard people, and you know what? And let's mix that. Flat Earth, and then the lizard people are supposed to be in the center of the Earth.
Mhm.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work.
Though it does work. If you consider a turtle a reptile, it could work. Turtle people, the turtle gives birth to these lizard people, and then they infiltrate the flat Earth.
Okay, so now that we're talking about the lizard people, the flat Earth, so you're gonna tell me all of this is coming out of NASA? Like NASA is the biggest conspiracy creator of all of this? Because what's the other conspiracy theory with them as well? That NASA what faked the moon landing?
Yeah, that was our next one. Yeah, the moon landing. That Stanley Kubrick,
Who,
that
Cooper or
nasty man.
Kubrick?
I don't know.
Stanley Kubrick. Yeah, Kubrick.
What's his name? Steven Spielberg's bestie.
Yeah.
The 2001, the guy that made the 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yeah, the child molester.
Was he a child molester?
Yeah, didn't he had a whole bunch of girls, or this one girl that he was grooming? Or was it him or was it somebody else?
No, that was Romanowski. That's still not in the United States. Roman
Oh, okay. I'm
Romanowski.
confusing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take that back. Sorry, Stanley Kubrick.
Racist. Bigot. No, yeah. No, Cooper was
Bigot here.
crazy though. Cooper was crazy. I heard. I've watched Clockwork Orange and never figured out what the fuck was about. But yeah, look, so they claim that he staged and then it was done in Hollywood, and then the evidence is weird. Like the flag is waving. How could there be waves? And then
Yeah, because there's no wind in space.
yeah, like the lighting, why the moon is so bright and you can't see the stars. Like the craziest thing is that this theory gained momentum at the moment that Neil Armstrong set foot on that moon in 1969.
Really?
Yeah, people couldn't believe it. They were like, they claimed it was sham and that it was in shams just to beat the Soviets in the space race. But then you think the Soviets would come out and be like, that's a lie, because the Soviets have been to space too. And see, all these theories, like,
Yeah,
separately make sense or don't make sense really, but they make less sense when you put them all together.
yeah, there's a way to scientifically to prove that man had been up on the moon,
Mhm.
and they actually left a reflector, like a laser reflector
Mhm.
device up there,
Yes.
and you can shoot the laser and to hit it at the moon directly at that device to show you that that laser reflection will come right back.
Mhm.
That object is up there left by man.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? The NASA had to do it on the second landing, moon
Yep.
landing. They had to do it just to fucking prove haters
Yeah.
wrong. That's crazy.
And they've brought back rocks from the moon. Rocks.
Mhm.
They brought back samples. They brought back all kinds of shit from the moon. And they still didn't finish exploring the entirety of the moon because people don't even know what's on the other side of the moon, the dark side of the moon, the way they call it.
And then I never understood this one. Like I remember reading apparently people say there's a rock with a C on it, with skeptics say it's a prop maker. If you look in the video, like I guess this it looks like someone wrote a C on one of the rocks.
But that's just that can be made naturally. There's a lot of phenomenon geologically that happen on the planet Earth that you can't explain. That you think, oh, man made that. No, it's just
Or a
thousands of years of
Compton,
erosion
Inglewood.
of all types of weather phenomena causes certain patterns in the Earth.
Yeah.
That's one theory that I don't get. I don't understand. That can be quickly disproved that yeah, we have been on the moon. We have the scientific evidence for it. I just people don't want to believe it. And it's okay. People want to believe what they want to believe. As long as you don't affect others around you, go ahead and believe what you want.
Yeah. And that's the thing. At the end of the day, all these conspiracy theories are bogus things. Like if you want to believe that, you go ahead believe. That's why we live in a free country.
Mm-hmm.
There's things to disprove it. The flag waving, they had a horizontal bar that put into it. No one was needed. The stars, the camera settings in space are a little different. Like they were put because the moon is so bright, the exposure.
Do you know that how the moon was actually the origin of the moon and how it was created?
A rocket went into his eye. Like
No, the actual moon, how it was created, the origin of the moon.
the Nazis went up there and they collect. Isn't it like an asteroid hit the Earth?
No. So the scientific
Is
theory,
it a Death Star?
apparently, what they're saying is there used to be two Earths. There used to be two Earths rotating around the sun, what have you. But there was a collision between these two Earths. So the Earth is actually that's why we have so many tectonic plates on the Earth, because it was actually another planet that crashed into the Earth and it melted together and it created the Earth that we know it is now. And the other debris that was around the Earth collected around the Earth and it made a ring like Saturn. And then over the millennia, it started to pile up, and it created the moon. So that's how we got our moon.
Sounds like a toxic marriage. with kids. Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot about that.
Mm-hmm. And then
I definitely have a lot of experiences about and when it comes to that topic.
they piled up like a piece of shit around you. Round we
Yeah, but
go.
that's for people that don't know. Yeah, that's how they say the moon was created. Yeah,
Uh,
and they're also saying, why is it the moon has so many craters and the Earth doesn't? I'm like, oh my god! And they
acne,
say,
acne. Come on, man.
I've heard that the conspiracy theorists say that there's no way that the moon. Oh, that's another one. Have you heard that one? That there's no way that they can actually create the moon landing or make it real because there's so many craters on the moon, and on the video it shows no craters. But it's like, dude, you know how huge those fucking craters are on the moon? Like when you go inside land an actual vessel on the crater, you're not gonna see little bitty other craters there. No, you're landing on this big ass fucking crater. Maybe the size of New Jersey. You're
Mhm.
inside this fucking crater. You know, when they talk about, oh, we don't see the craters on the film, you know how big these fucking craters are. You're not gonna
Yeah.
see it on the film. You have to be hovering over the Earth, over the moon to see how big the actual crater is.
Also, a telescope, and you can see the flag.
Really?
So you can see part. You can see the flag.
Mm-hmm. So even if you get oh, I didn't know that.
You could see things. You could maybe not the flag. Maybe like people want to see the what's it called? The dark side of the moon. I don't know. It's Harry.
Yeah, if you want to see the dark side of the moon, just go in the bathroom, bend over, take a picture.
Mhm.
There's
Yeah.
your dark side of the moon.
Yeah, no, it's such and the theory about that whole Stanley Kubrick. There you go, Stanley Kubrick. It's and then
Kubrick with the K.
yeah, with a K, two Ks, not three, two Ks only.
Okay,
A K in the beginning and a K at the end. He didn't want the last K,
not one in the middle.
not no one in the middle, because then it'll be Kubrick,
Or Stanley KKK.
KKK, K to the third. Yeah, no. So like they believe like he left like evidence in The Shining to confess the hoax. They point out all
What?
these crazy shit.
I've
Look how
never
much
heard of
is
that shit.
digging. Yeah, me neither until I read about this. So like at one point, the room number 237 in the movie is reference to the distance between the Earth and the Moon, which is about 2,300 237,000 miles. Bro, that's like digging at what's it called? Like fishing for
Yeah,
straws?
yeah, you're pulling at strings there.
Yeah. That the boy is wearing an Apollo on his word on his sweater. Man, I'm telling you, if you go right now and tell me find yellow minibuses because you're looking for it, eventually you're gonna find them.
Hmm.
That's what you're looking for. So,
You dig hard enough, you'll find similarities. Yeah.
like I'm accused of looking like someone else all the time, and that's because you're looking. I don't look.
Yeah, but I think eventually, I don't know. It's the dumbing down of America. It really
Yeah.
is. In the last few years, it's been really difficult to see the way this nation is going because it's really dumbing down the United States with all these conspiracy theories, this misinformation,
Mm-hmm.
and what a lot of people don't realize where a lot of this misinformation came from. It came from the Russians. It came from the Chinese. Because what is the saying? If you want to topple an empire, you have to topple it from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Oh,
all they're doing. They're
the most.
creating this division between the Americans with all this misinformation so we can be at each other's throats to divide us.
Mhm. The most dangerous person to your country is you.
Exactly.
I looked up because I was wondering, like, so why do people believe these shits? What the hell is it? Why do people have like we're asking like why smart people believing these dumb theories? Some psychologist says that it's some folks like to feel special.
Mhm.
They like to be they want to be in on the secret while the rest of the sheep are too naive to understand. Like they want to be in a VIP club, but instead of bottle service, you get weird theories and tinfoil hats. I don't know. Some people are skeptics. Everyone likes to question the status quo, I told you my theory. Every morning I go to work and on Bing, the news comes out, blah, 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 died. And it's so many deaths. I'm really believing these motherfuckers are in Mars already. Like they're like faking their deaths and they're in Mars or Uranus or Jupiter, wherever the fuck they are at now. Because I'm like, dude, how could all these people die? Like, I am amazed when rich people die of pneumonia. A simple fucking disease. Pneumonia? How do you fucking die of pneumonia?
Yeah, but you also got to realize a lot of the one thing I've realized about people who are in power, people that have money, is that they feel invincible. They feel invincible and they feel like they're never gonna die. So whenever they catch a cold or something minor, they don't take care of it because they're like, I'm invincible, I'm gonna die. And if you don't take care of it, what happens? It grows. It gets worse. So when people die of pneumonia, people die of infections, people die of certain things, I'm like, it's because they should have taken care of it, but because they feel invincible, they feel like nothing's gonna happen to them. They don't care. They don't
Yeah.
care. Why do you think a lot of these fucking rich people or people in power they misbehave and do whatever the hell they want in public because they feel like there's no consequences to their actions? Look at this. Just yesterday, I saw this whole issue with that Republican senator or congresswoman. What's her name? The one from Colorado, Lauren Boebert. Lauren Boebert. She preaches about family values. She preaches about safe sex. She got caught in a movie theater performing sexual acts and being loud and all this other bullshit. But it's like, why would she be behaving that way in public? Because she feels like she's not gonna. There's not gonna be any backlash, because she's in power. Nobody's gonna come after her.
Did
But
they catch her on video?
yeah, they caught her. But you haven't seen it.
No, but I'll watch it after the cameras are off in the bathroom. Hey, National Geographic, baby, National Geographic.
The dude was fondling her,
Mm.
fondling her breast, and she was grabbing the guy's genitals, and it was like fucking crazy in public.
I mean, I saw her getting kicked out, but I also heard today that she was like, it was a first date, and then the guy was groping her, and people were like, wait, what?
Yeah,
First date?
well, yeah, the guy was grabbing her breast, and she was allowing it. She was all happy, jumping up and down. Then she started groping the guy, grabbing his genitals. It was fucking crazy. He was like, "Holy shit, you're acting like a fucking college co-ed." Holy shit, and you're a congresswoman. But it's just,
Yeah.
it goes back to people misbehaving because they're in positions of power that they feel like
Mhm.
they're invincible. Yeah, and all people of political parties, all people of backgrounds that get into that sense of power of gaining that much power or that much wealth, it just goes back to they don't care about their actions because they feel invincible.
So now when they videotape her, did they find a lizard tail?
They did. They found the lizard tail. That's what she was actually grabbing at, his lizard tail.
Mm.
Oh, and then you know what makes it worse? So they're like, so who's the mystery guy? She's, oh, we're not gonna have a second date because he's a Democrat. I was like, it makes it even fucking worse. It's like you talk shit about Democrats, but you're letting a Democrat grow for you.
Bro.
To me, I wouldn't admit it to that. I would have been like, fuck, I don't. It's just not gonna be a second date. But she was like, yeah, she's because they asked her. So is there gonna be a second date? No. We just gotta make sure next time I go on a date to look at their party affiliation.
Or not be a hoer.
I'll not be a hoe. I was like, but God, these politicians, man. Some of these politicians are so stupid.
I'm definitely gonna get all the backlash from that. Like, oh, you called her a whore. I'm like, hey, listen, man. You call it a horse, I guess. A lizard
What
horse.
did what did it say? If you put a what is it now? If you put lipstick on a pig, it doesn't matter. Still gonna be a pig.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't dated a pig yet. I seen that National Geographic teaches me how to ride the pigs.
What do they call it? Going hogging.
Going hard.
Yeah, because I remember that term. They used to use it a lot in the military. God,
Yeah.
I haven't heard that term in such a long time. Going hogging.
Yeah. The good old days.
That's whew, the stories we can tell about those days. But that's a topic for another day.
You guys are wondering, so why does it matter? Why does this conspiracy theories? Why are we talking about these? Just giving us some good laughs and podcast materials. Some of these theories can actually be harmful. If you don't believe in the space exploration, how are you going to feel about the tax dollars going to NASA? We talked about this already. So all this is going to pull money from things that are needed because these ideas undermine trust in the institutions. I have people already claiming, and I hear this all the time. Oh, I don't go to the doctor. They only prescribe pills. Yes, I agree. They do. But then you go out there, hear medical advice from your friend that, oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm a truck driver. Oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm a chef. What do they know about? And just because like they tried some like archaic medications, I'm not trying to like throw shade on.
What do they call them? Facebook doctors?
Yeah, but some people like take medications that are not intended for that purpose. Yeah,
Mhm.
you feel better, but you're also creating an issue. Had that medication given you a reaction and you go to ER and you can't explain to them what you took and they give you something will kill you because you don't everything has a side effect. Everything has a contraindication.
So true, and it's really does a disservice, like I said before, to the nation, to the next generation coming behind us. Right, look at the shit that they're doing now. The book burnings. These are becoming national wide events. Why are you burning books? The last time we saw that was with the fucking Nazis. The Nazis were book burning. Why?
Mhm.
Because if you want to take control of the masses, you keep them ignorant. You keep them stupid. That's how you control the masses.
Go ahead.
You're just doing a disservice. You're doing a disservice to the next generation. You're doing a disservice to your own kids. They're your own kids peddling all these conspiracy theories. You're pushing them away from education. And they're gonna resent you for that. They're gonna resent you for that years to come. I am a big proponent on education. Like I wasn't the most educated person growing up. I was really ignorant to a lot of issues. And I heavily push education to my kids. I push learn as much as you can. Be culturally sensitive, empathetic to other people's causes. Learn to absorb as much knowledge as you can, because that's the only way you're going to grow as an individual, as a human. And that's ultimately what we want to do, right? Grow as humans, grow as individuals.
Yes. Grow tails like lizards as humans. That's
Grow
right.
lizard tails, because the lizards have their brains in their tails. So you want to grow that
Mm.
tail like our overlords.
I'm growing my rat tail first and then my lizard tail. Yeah.
But again, to our overlords, our lizard overlords, I
Mhm.
do not condone this message. I am not part of this.
We all have that one friend or family member or family friend's friend or someone that's born in another country and claims that they're the real thing, but they're not in the Thanksgiving fucking dinner table.
Yeah.
So look, guys, at the end of the day, these theories show us that the power of human imagination. But as we also discussed, sometimes there's dangers to the gullibility. Please keep your wits about you. Question, but don't blindly doubt. I think the lizard people are getting to me. They're fucking hitting me in my mouth. I can feel their tail in my mouth. And above all, enjoy enjoy the ride that is the human experience.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, this is going off the rails.
All right, so for Compadre's happy hour, I'm
Yeah,
Ivan the preacher.
and I'm Carrrdala the butcher. Until next time, guys. Peace.